Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, baby.
Yeah.
Salud.
To Bonafide Disputes, baby.
Salud.
Welcome everybody back to Bonafide Disputes.
Some
man.
for the homies.
That's right. Pour a little out for them. We can't forget them, baby. We're here in beautiful Tampa Bay, enjoying this Florida lifestyle, living it up, feeling good out here. We just want to say hello to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And by the way, if you don't already know, hit that subscribe button. Let us know how you feel, your comments underneath. Just let us know your exact opinions. You ain't got to bite your tongue because we all about the real freedom of speech, baby, out here.
Get a Google account, bitch.
Google up.
So the topic is this. Do you think that it's just as easy for an 18-year-old in today's society to move out as it was when we were 18?
So what's up, Bonafide fam? This is your boy Nesto from Bonafide Disputes from beautiful Orlando, Florida. So the question was posted if it's easier for an 18-year-old to leave home. Quick answer is yes, it is easier. Legally, it's easier for an 18-year-old now to leave the house. Is it something that is positive for them? Probably not. An 18-year-old really doesn't know shit about taxes or, stress or paying bills, things of that nature. But it's about freedom, right? And in our society, it's all about freedoms. They want to leave the house, they want to be free, so we must let them go. Legally, at that age, they could go. There's nothing you can say. So it is easier. Okay, doesn't mean that it's right. But also, there's a few parents, some of you out there, that actually allowed this to happen. Because once little Junior and his girlfriend split up and he calls and says, "Mommy, Daddy, I want to come back home," you let him back into the house. If little Jennifer breaks up with her boyfriend and she cries about it, you guys are going to let them back in the house with no issues. So it is easier because they can always come back home. But for now, they want the freedom and there's nothing you can do about it. So there you go. Bonafide Disputes. Peace.
How's it going, guys? This is Gene with Bonafide Disputes. The question was, an 18-year-old, is it easier for an 18-year-old to move now, on these days, or back when we were 18? And very, very interesting that we get into this conversation and this topic, given the fact that my 18-year-old just moved out a few days ago. She just moved out, having not finished high school, not having transportation or reliable transportation yet, and doing it the incorrect way. It doesn't mean that she's going to be unsuccessful. It's going to be harder. I think that it could be harder now just because of many different factors, including both parents working full time and having a lot of these kids that don't know how to cook, how to do necessary things to survive out there. I think that it doesn't make a difference as far as if it's easiest now or then. What makes it easiest is if they leave the correct way and if they're ready for the real world. The real world will chew you up and spit you out. It's a scary world out there. I left my house when I was a little over 13 years old, and I learned the hard way. Boy, did I learn the hard way. I wish I would have listened and matured a little earlier than what I did. I think that Cost of living has gone up a lot. So has minimum wage, but the cost of living has gone up much faster than the minimum wage has. And there's many other factors to it. You're gonna see our different opinions, all of us, Stan, Ernesto, Dave, all of us. We're gonna have different opinions. But the bottom line is, it depends how you live, how you leave the house, and then how much you hustle. So God bless. Follow us. Please subscribe. It's Bonafide.
Salute to my Bonafide disputers out there. What's up? It's Big Stan. My boy Gene recently had his young girl move out of home, and we were sitting down talking about it, and we're talking about whether or not it's easier for a 18-year-old to move out on their own now compared to when we were growing up. And after seriously thinking about it, it really is no difference. Sure, there's different things going on now, cost of living, but the fact of the matter is everyone's an individual, even our kids. And he's worrying about it right now because he probably remember how wild he was back in the days, and we all were, really. And so now we're on the other side of the fence, so we're kind of feeling it. But there's really no simple answer to it, man. You have to know your children. Each one has their own personalities. Some will make it, some won't. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy things out there, social media, internet, political correctness, what have you, but there was always something out there. Like the saying goes, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And it's as simple as that. The youth nowadays have information at an all-time high available at their disposal at any time. But you have to have the right mindset to use it the right way. Or else you have access to BS at an all-time high. Simple as that. But to get back to the point, whether or not it's easy or not, it's still the same. Ain't nothing new under the sun. To my Bonafide disputers, I salute you. Remember, subscribe, hit us up. Let me know your opinion about it and what you may have been going through as a parent or not. One love, Bonafide disputes.
The question is it harder for an 18-year-old to move out of the house today as it was back when I was 18? And that's a long time ago because I'm 45. So I'm going to just say this. When you turn 18, whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to want to move out the house because you want your privacy. And at that point in time, legally, you are an adult. So if you see fit, move out. But I'm going to tell you something. A lot of us have. And guess what? We came right back. Why? Because we didn't have the experience, number one. And number two, we didn't have the financial resources. Unless you're an entrepreneur or you join the military, it's going to be hard to make a living. It's going to be hard to make a living. And I'm going to tell you why. Back in the day, not so much. You could get 2 jobs, 3 jobs. You get 2 or 3 jobs. It's a lot harder to go to school and educate yourself. So the one thing I see that really is different nowadays is that when I first moved out, I paid $425 to $450 of rent. Those same apartments in Tampa, the same exact apartments, same color, same everything, ain't changed a bit. They don't go for no less than $1,000 nowadays. And then when you add how much gas has gone up and you add how much food has gone up, unless you got some good friends, brother, it's going to be hard to make it. It's going to be hard to make it. So I think it is a little harder. If you feel differently, it's okay, but that's my opinion. But what I want you to do is leave a comment. If you feel different, leave a comment. Let's talk about it. It's Bonafide Disputes, baby.